Hello, beautiful, amazing individuals out there in this world that is searching for truth, that is searching for answers, and that is thinking freely for themselves without the influence of everything and everyone. Today, the topic will be focus your inner flame, or focused flame, if you would like to have that more objective. We do all have passions, we do all have desires, and to be able to sit in these desires in our astral realm, and to feel them, and to, through practice and through transmutation of what our desires are, we slowly change them to something that is desirable to desire, if we could say it like that. We want to desire something that is worth desiring. And to have our so-called bad habits desires tucked in the background and try to avoid them or ignore them will end up with them being a hindrance and not a problem, but challenges that shows up in your life to make you change them over time. And if you do not take those opportunities, they will become worse, because your inner self wants to have them resolved. And it requires resolve, requires will, requires enjoyment in what you do. And to enjoy and to live lovingly and stable, having a core that in no matter storm you can sit and be calm, no matter where. This is the strengthening of our inner core. I often speak about this because it is important to have this strength. And this discomfort that we feel by sitting still and feeling ourselves out, trying to find out who we are, what we are, where we are going, what our purpose are, what is our dreams, all these pains and longings. The pains are more like longings. The more we can, with dignity and stability, sit in these feelings, we can start to choose where we want to go with it. We can start to choose day by day, moment by moment, small steps at a time, the change you want to see in the future. We do have our past, which makes us who we are. We do have the present, which chooses who we are. And we have the future, which allows us to aspire to become something that we desire to be. And all these three are a balance. They are one, and we can grab a hold onto and study all three of them separately, or you can have them in big mass of yourself and let it be full chaos and you don't know up or down. We can do that too. It is possible if we do not grab a hold of our own evolution, our own growth. Think about it like this. Do you think you will grow and learn and become a stronger human being by waiting for everyone to give you something? Waiting for someone to give you something by waiting and doing nothing. Just drifting away your life. I'm not saying this is wrong in any way, but will you gain results from it? And it is important that when we do spiritual work, that we do not become arrogant, that we do not judge other human beings based on their pains, but that we discern what our values are and keep steady to them. And if you keep steady to your own ethics and morals, people with just as strong ethics and morals will meet you in the middle. This is the universal attraction, as we would like to call it, but I call it destiny. I call it destined meetings with soul family. And these soul families are as close to you in spirit as can be. Of course, it takes time, it takes patience, and of course, there is no guarantee any of this will happen. But if you have the faith, it will happen. It is a contradiction, but it really isn't. It has everything to do with how much faith have you in the divine, how much faith have you in the grand plan of things, and how much can you consciously change yourself to follow that stream with your free will. And the free will here is everything. Believe me, we are rarely meddled with unless we choose it ourselves, unless we say, okay, it is allowed. We don't say that out loud, but by not doing anything with it, we silently allow it. It is painful to listen to that we do allow a whole lot of our sufferings because we do not unite, we do not understand each other yet. And that is why we do this work, to slowly try to understand. When you feel pain from another human being, the more you sit in that pain, the more you understand it. And the more you understand it, the more you can love it, the more you can find ways to love it. It is to make it feel like it has just as much a place here as anything else, and hence it will change its aspects to something more beautiful over time. But if it is shunned, if it is hated, if it is put under the rug, it will fester there in its own culture. And this culture is not necessarily harmonious with the rest. And there are many groups that are like this. And it is totally understandable, because they have not been allowed to participate because they were different. But different does not give anyone the right to shun anyone. So, I truly believe that to focus the passion into the right directions, to make it flow more like water, to make it flow in the direction that is focused to the soul and to the humanity and to earth and to what is important. Sure, we can every day grind for that pay bill, we can grind for materialistic needs that we gain a pleasure from for a few moments or a few days, and it's gone. You have used up the pleasure from that material thing. But you can have gratitude for the whole world, for the whole life, for everything you're given. Everything you're given something good, you say, thank you for this blessing. Thank you for this grace. This grace, not disgrace. And thank you for the life I have been given, for being allowed to live, for having just being grateful for whatever we can have. And the more grateful we are, the more in a loving state that is stable we can become. And loving does not mean happiness. Loving means emotional stability and the ability to understand and listen. And to infuse the world with spirit, of course. Instead of seeing just a human being, physical body and flesh, you see a human being with spirit, soul, feelings, emotion, thoughts and all. And you respect that human being in that regard. And you know that what you say affect that other human being, so you have a new responsibility. And this responsibility is a very beautiful responsibility. It gives you a whole lot of experiences and explorations to do. And it is one of the most beautiful things I can experience, at least. This is from my own personal opinion. And I can only speak from that opinion, but I can be as objective as possible by trying to speak through experience and through what I have learned through others. And I always learn through others. There is no end to this learning curve. And this learning curve it might look like an upward hill, but it is really a circle. And the circle is so big that we go around and then we come back again, but a little higher this time in a new stage. So we do come back to where we were, but with new faculties again. And that is what's so cool with us. We always gain something new and forget something old, but it is always there. It does not disappear. And that is what I mean with focused flame, or focused passion, focused desire and will. It can never be mastered in one lifetime, but it can sure as hell show results. Sure as heaven show results. And these results will make you not being able to go back to your normal everyday life, because it is too, what is it called, predictable. Predictability is not truth anymore. It is comfort. But I digress. I am so grateful for all of you that listen to me and to watch me. Sorry, I got distracted they are building some scaffolding outside. Bless you all. May the divine guide you on the path to evolution, growth, and love. Goodbye, and thank you so much. Find yourself, be individual, be love. Goodbye.